is known as the man that brings us Coach Erik's play of the day. I now give you everybody's coach. We're talking about Coach Erik Robinson.
Thank you, Troy. Thank you, Troy.
Oh, you
yes, sir.
today. Good gracious, you crispy today.
Dollar crispy today, Twana?
Not crispy today.
All right, all right. Woo! Thank you, Troy. Thank you for the wonderful introduction. Man, y'all are just blazing the trail today. I'm just trying to tell y'all right now, y'all are blazing the trail, the TRAIL. That's what y'all doing. And I'm saying the block is hot. The block is hot. The block is hot. Can you feel the energy in the air? Can y'all feel it?
Yes,
You can feel success in the air. Success is in the air. Woo! Oh, man, let me jump right in. Tonight, we got Inside the Studio. Uncle Jock, I got an update on Inside the Studio. We're teaching Inside the Studio, building your brand with AI. I'm telling you, you might want to go to 120 AC plan and register. I know the first part is this day 2, but you just might want to go 120 AC plan and register. If it was me, that's what I do. But it ain't me, it's you. But here's the thing, Uncle Jock. I looked at something. Remember, I gave you the details. We said, how many people who attended Inside the Studio over the last 6 months that we've been doing it, how many of them are still active and participating in the business? Anybody know? Sometimes you recruit people and they leave. Anybody have done that? You recruit some people and they're gone.
Yep.
Uncle Jock, I just looked. One of the people I did not know, she's on the line. Her name, I won't put her on blast. It's a CH. She's in the attendee spot, right? Last name Hall. But I thought I saw her name. I didn't see her. I'm like, oh, maybe she's gone. But she's on right now. So Uncle Jock is only one person that we know of that's actually resigned who's ever been through Inside the Studio. Just one.
Who was that?
49 people who came through, or 50 people who come through, only one left the business. Just telling, that's it. As you would say, Uncle Jock, that's an indicator. That's the indicator. I don't know what the percentage is. It was one, we lost 1 out of 50 over the last 6 months. I'm just telling you, building your brand with AI, that's how you stay in business. So if it's me, I would get there. 120 AC plan Inside the Studio. But if y'all ain't me and I ain't you. So anyway, back to our topic we've been talking about. The science of business. So that's the science I just gave y'all. What's that statistics? Let me see. 1 divided by 50. 1 divided by 50.
2%.
We got a 98% success rate. That's all the science. Over 6 months with 50 people come through, we got a 98% success rate that people are still in business 6 months later. And do you know only 5% of people stay in business in the first year? 5% fail and leave in the first year, and we got 98% success over the last 6 months that's still in business. Woo! Come on now. Somebody say something. Yeah. So we're going to jump right into the science of building your business. Because reason being, once you get this thing down to a science, once you understand it is a science, you can improve upon it. That's how you scale a business. Anybody ever heard the term scaling?
Yes.
One size and expanding it, right? You're keeping the same thing intact. So when you scale the business, you still keep the framework intact, the proportion intact as it scales, but it's just get bigger and bigger and bigger and bigger and bigger. Here's the problem. I just realized something as we were speaking. Most of y'all are scaling your business. It's getting bigger and bigger and bigger and bigger and bigger and bigger. Here's the problem. You keep what you have intact. Scaling means you keep the same thing, but it just duplicates. Some of y'all are duplicating some BS. It's just getting bigger and bigger and bigger and bigger and bigger. Some of y'all, your business is not nowhere, and it's just getting bigger. The zero gets bigger and bigger and bigger and bigger and bigger. You're scaling your excuses. Let that sink in. Some of y'all are scaling your excuses. See, scaling means you take what you got and you just multiply and it gets bigger, but it keeps the same proportions, right? It keeps the same proportions. See, I came from the graphic side, used to do a lot of marketing, and we would scale the picture image and you want to blow it up. But some people blow the image up and they lose proportions, so you look all tall and skinny, right? You ever see that? You blow it up and it doesn't keep the same proportions, right? The face gets longer or shrink but when you know how to scale it, now technology makes it a little bit easier. You still keep the same image format.
Some pixels. Yep, I got you.
Come on. Now, the question is, when you blow your business, if somebody was to scale and magnify your business, would it make you more money? Or would it make you more matter? You just got a bigger zero. Are y'all catching me? Scaling zero gets you zero. If I scale this 100, I don't care if you only made $100. Scale the 100. Because when you scale the 100, it goes to 200, to 300, to 400, to 500, to 600, to 700, to 800, to 900, to 1000s, to 1100, to 1200, to 1300s. How come 1100 don't sound good, but when you say 1300 sounds good? Like 1100 sounds like a wrong number. Oh, you say 1100, you say 1200, right? But 1000 just don't sound right. There, nobody say it. But 1100, 1200, but you say 10. But when it scales it anyway, you're scaling something. See, some people think you got to get to 1,000, you got to get to 10,000, when I get to 100,000. No, you scale from where you are. Just make sure you're doing something worth scaling. And that's where most people fail. You're afraid to scale what's working because you think it's too small. But you're scaling that big failure. You're scaling your zero because you see the zero, you see the unsuccess. You see, oh, my people quit. Oh, they do this. Oh, they do that. And you just keep scaling and magnifying and magnifying it. And then you recruit somebody else and they quit. And you recruit somebody else and they quit. And then you're magnifying that. Meanwhile, you got little Johnny over in the corner. You recruited little Johnny. Little Johnny shows up to the meetings. Little Johnny don't say nothing. You ain't scaling little Johnny. Why? Because you got 4 or 5 other people, big mouths, who quit and talk a lot of trash. And little Johnny like, I'm here. See, I told you one person I thought who quit the inside the studio is on the line. She don't come make a whole lot of noise. Scale to success. Miss Hall, talking to you. You're a success. The people who show up on these calls, magnify that. Let's stop talking about the ones who don't. Magnify those who do. Are y'all catching me? We be worried about the ones who don't. Let the don'ts donut. I'm not trying to make a donut shop, so I don't worry about the don'ts. Are y'all catching me? I say that for Duncan. They the donuts, the don'ts. Some of y'all got donut shop. Y'all worry about the don'ts. They don't do this. They don't do that. Man, you got a donut shop? No, I got a do shop. Are y'all with me? I'm worried about the ones who do. Do I do? What you do? Woo! Don't let me get to singing here. All right, caffeine gonna be kicking in pretty soon. Anyway, let me get back to the science for y'all. See, one thing about laws, it works regardless of people, person, nationality, geographic location. It doesn't matter. It doesn't even care about your bank account. The science is the science. When you start running your business on science, it does not care. Are y'all catching me? But remember, I just gave y'all a good nugget.
Yep.
When you start scaling your donut shop, what don't work? You start scaling that, it doesn't care. It will grow. Let me tell y'all something. One of my coaches told me this. He said, Eric, if you look in your yard, have you ever noticed if you want grass, and every year I said I'm gonna have some grass. And then, I don't know what, we just never get around to it. I'm like, I really could care less what y'all look. But my neighbor to the left and the right, they yard, they on it, right? They on it. And sometimes one side of my yard looks pretty decent because the other neighbor, he be overseeding and he got the sprinklers and, part of my grass gets watered. And the other part, like, dang, we could just, I can see it leaning into the water, but it's like, man, Eric, you gonna water me? But he water. So y'all catching it? Like, it just leans in sometimes, trying to get.
Miyagi is Tokyo drifting.
Okay. No, I'm on it, Uncle Jock. I'm going somewhere with it. You just lost my train of thought, Uncle Jock. I was right on.
Leaning into the water.
Oh, the grass. Going back to the grass. But my coach was saying, mentally, he's like, listen, Eric, have you ever noticed you don't got to really plant weeds? The weeds just find a way to grow themselves. You got to plant the grass seeds, but the weeds find their way. So what am I saying? Stop worrying about the weeds. The weeds are the people who don't do this and they're going to yap, yap, yap. Stop worrying about them. They're going to find their own way. Keep planting. If you want your grass to look green like my other neighbors, they keep planting grass seeds. Are y'all with me? Every year before the spring comes, they know when to plant the seeds and put the fertilizer down and put the stuff down, and you know they know what to do. Some of us only go get the weed killer. All we know how to do is go focus on killing the weeds. Well, you killed the weeds, and that's like you ain't got nothing in your yard because you never focus on the grass seeds. Are y'all with me? Focus on the seeds. I'm hoping y'all catch that. That's a science. The weeds are going to come no matter what. The people who ain't going to do nothing, they're going to be there no matter what. You don't got to do anything for the negative. That's just a part of life. We live in positive, we live in negative.
You saying pay attention to the seeds and stay away from the weeds, because the weeds are going to do what the weeds just do.
Yes, Uncle Jock. Feed the seeds. The weeds may get fed as a byproduct, but your job is to feed the seeds. And when you're feeding the seeds, you're going to feed the weeds also. So what? Your focus is to feed the seeds. Are y'all catching me? But most people are so busy trying to put weed killer down and never put no seed. That was me. That's why my yard looks like it is. Because I keep trying to kill the weeds. And then I start realizing, Eric, all you got is weeds. You better leave the weeds alone. You better go find some seeds. So anyway, the science. That's a science, y'all. I'm saying that is a science. So if you don't understand it, it's going to happen no matter what. I may do a training, the science of being negative. I'm trying to tell y'all, we always focus on the positive. Some of y'all need the class on the science of negatives so you can get out of that science, that negative class. Are y'all with me? That's a science to that. In the world of TV, marketing, media, they focus on the science of negative, the news, the ratchet TV. Now, you don't have to go to news, social media. I caught myself yesterday just watching a whole bunch of negative stuff. Man, Facebook got people, cops shooting people, and this kept one after another. I'm like, it's just negative. I'm like, goodness gracious. And this guy had me locked in. I'm like, what? I can't believe he did that. No, I can't believe he did that. Believe it, Eric, stop. Get off that page. That's what the page is designed to do. You think you're going to finally see the cops shaking somebody's hands. Not on that page. You're not going to see good cops on that page. So why you keep going to the next video, The science of negative got you reeled in. Are y'all catching me? It's a science behind that. So you got to be to the mentors, to the coaches. Y'all are the coaches. You are the mentors. You gotta master in positivity. I'm just trying to tell y'all, you got to master in positivity. And it's not hard, but when you're around a whole bunch of negative media and social media and different things, people want to post in that. It becomes magnified. You got to find positivity. That's what this call does every day. That's why I don't miss one. Are y'all catching me? Because y'all start the day with success stories. I don't start my day with nothing else. I start my day with success stories from you. You my news. Just want to let y'all know. How do you start in your day? What's programming your mind when you leave? Anyway, let me get back to the science here. Number one, I gave it to you. I'm gonna go Newton's law of are these the right ones? Nah, that's wrong science. Hold on, let me get got my wrong notes. Let me find my right notes.
Don't compare chapter 1 to chapter 8. Number 1.
Don't compare chapter 1 to chapter. That's where we left off with. Number 1, don't compare chapter 1 to chapter 8. Number 1, thank you, Dr. Mark. Number 2, the science of effectuation, winning with what you have. Number 3, shift from scarcity. Start thinking of problem solving. Number 4, build a crazy quilt of partners. You gotta, it's your partners. Build a crazy quilt of partners. I said have some success partners, but they gave me this one.
Hold on. What did I say?
Build a crazy quilt of partners.
Man, you know what that made me think of?
Hmm.
That conversation we had last night.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. It's why is a quilt? Because partners gonna look like all different things. Different quilts don't have one fabric, right? For the most part. But you got to have partners that's going in. You don't go by yourself. See, this is a village. We call our quilt the village. And y'all are all different in different cities, different locations, different states, different genders, different age gaps. Are y'all with me? Different backgrounds. But we're trying to go to the same place, which is the road for success. See, get rid of the unsuccessful partners, the people who ain't trying to pour into your success. That doesn't mean they're not successful. Uncle John, y'all talked about the guy with the mentor like, I can't see myself with you. That's cool. I get rid of those people easily. Cut down. I feel like a movie director. Cut. Take two. You out. Next scene. We cut that scene out. That scene is cut out of my life. Next scene. That chapter's over. Next, we're on chapter 2. Next. See, I get rid of that stuff. Some of y'all, but you just can't. Why? Because it's my family. Cut. You're still my family. I just don't talk to you. Cut. Sorry. Just don't. Keep moving. But ain't blood thing. I ain't got time to be thinking about all that stuff. Ain't blood thing in the water. Ain't this, that. Ain't that, this. Ain't. See, at the end of the day, y'all, when people decide if they're going to come to your funeral, do you know the biggest factor is the weather? If it's raining or cold outside, you're going to lose 70% of the people who loved you coming to your last days, your moments to see your celebration of life. The rain. Not how much you cared, not how much you loaned them, not how many times you called them, not how many times you gave them a ride or they cried on your shoulder. Is it raining or sunny out? If it's raining, you might lose 70% of the people who's going to come to your funeral. So why that's the deciding factor, you're going to let them decide the fate of your future. Nah. I got to go where I'm going to go. I love you. I ain't going to change that. But I got to go where I got to go. See, it's a science to this. Who's your partners? Are your partners pushing you or your partners pulling you? See, some of y'all got pull partners. They're pulling you over here. They're pulling you over there. They're pulling you to this. They're pulling you to that. I need push partners, pushing me down the road to where I'm trying to go, who push me down the road to where I'm trying to go. The question is, do you know where you're trying to go? I'm going to circle back to this because I talked about this earlier, but I want y'all to really catch this. An object at rest tends to stay at rest. Newton's law of physics. An object at rest will tend to stay at rest unless something acted upon, an outside force. An object in motion will tend to stay in motion unless acted upon an additional force, right? Unless acted upon an outside force, something greater or equal or greater force. Otherwise, it's going to tend to stay in motion. Now, gravity is a force. We say, where are you still? No, gravity is a force. I love it. I love that law because whenever I go down to the Smithsonian, the Air and Space Museum, they got this thing, and it's like a non-gravity float thing. And you hit it, and it'll go it's like about 6 feet. And you hit the little object, and it'll keep on going. And then it got a little bounce thing, and it'll keep bouncing back. And it'll keep bouncing back until somebody stops it, because there's no gravity there. You slide it, and it'll just keep going. Boom, boom. It just keeps going, because it's like on a non-gravity little track. Now, I don't know how they did it, but that's what they did. Are y'all with me? To show that object's going to keep staying in motion unless it hits something and runs into an equal force. And it runs into something, boom, greater force or equal to greater force, and then it changes the direction. And that's back in motion again. How great is your force to win in business? How great is your force to win in business? See, my force to win is so great, equal or opposite of force of greater force has to be big. It's got to be like catastrophic. It's got to be life-threatening. It ain't feelings or emotions. Feelings or emotions is not a big enough force to stop me from trying to succeed. Eric, but you know, you made him mad. So, do I want to make him mad? No. Am I going to spend any time on it? No. It's not a great enough force. But Eric, you saw that's not how people do. That's no emotion. No, their emotion is not my emotions. So be it. If I make them mad, guess what? They can choose to not be mad about whatever I did. Them being mad was their choice, not mine. Are y'all catching me? See, some of y'all got to let that go. They made the choice to be mad, but no, you made them mad. No, they made themselves mad, baby. They chose that. I can choose to feel a certain way because they're mad. I just choose not to. Hey, that's so unemotional. No, it isn't unemotional. My emotion is not being emotional. I'm not avoiding being emotional. I'm choosing not to be emotional about that situation. I am in control of my emotions. Because my clients and customers do not care about my emotions. Are y'all with me? They care about my production. You heard Tiffany Tyler, they say, is this a scam? Is this a scam? Is this a scam? I don't care. Is this a scam? Tiffany had to convince her that what she does, who she is not a scam. Then they say, oh, you got 6 customers out of me. See, they don't care about your emotions. Tiffany could be like, oh, you know, oh, I don't care. She think I'm a scam, and quit and got off like I would say 95% of the people 98% Tiffany would have quit. They would never even pick the phone up. Oh, she think I'm a scam. Oh, Tiffany said, I'm not emotional about this. That's her emotions. That's not mine. She feeling like I'm a scam. That's on her, not on me. My job is to get the job done. Are y'all catching that? Your job is to get the job done. See, it doesn't mean that you don't pay attention to people's emotions, because that's how they're feeling. People's perception is their reality. You just got to make sure that's not how you feel. Don't get wrapped up into their feelings. You got to help solve that problem. That's a problem that they have, not you. But in the business of people, their problems can become whose problems? Your problem. I just realized and believe that I'm the solution. I'm not the problem. See, once you understand that you're the solution and not the problem, you don't let somebody else's problems become your problem. You got to see yourself as the solution to their problem. Until you do, it's hard. And I'm telling you what stops most of y'all. Most of y'all can't see yourselves as a solution to other people's problems because you got your own problems. I'm trying to make my money. Eric, you don't understand. I need some money. I'm trying to do this. You don't understand what I'm going through. It's not that I don't understand. I really don't care, because what you're going through is not where you're going to. Do you want to be stuck in the squat, stuck in where you're going through, or are you trying to get to somewhere? My focus is helping you get to where you're trying to go. Not marinate in the crap you're in now. Let's get past the crap and get to the sunshine, baby. Let's get to the bank. So when we say, what's up? We say my income, we saying it because we believe it, because it is it. It's not a saying, y'all. It's a science. It's the facts. So somebody say, Eric, what's up? It is my income. My income does keep going up. And Troy, for the record, I'm no longer gold legacy. It's platinum, baby. So from now on, introduce me as Erik Robinson, Platinum Legacy, because that's what it is. Because what's up? My income. Let's get it higher. It ain't where it needs to be, but it ain't where it used to be.
I can't say it, but all of y'all can say it with me. You just got served the masterclass of the day by one of the best in the business. I tell you, hands down, he don't let you down. That is Coach, everybody's Coach, Erik Robinson. Thank you once again. All right, everybody. It is now time for us to transition to what we refer to as our Annie Willie recap or relay of the day. And this is where you get to reflect in 1 minute or less your best takeaway from today's master class. So I know you got a bunch of them. And if you got your notes, I hope you took some good notes, because we want to make a sister proud. All right? So we're going to dedicate this to Miss Rita. All right? And we're going to start it off right here with none other than the Leo. Get it?
Okay, I got some highlighter moments. All right. And I put them in my quotes, Eric. So you're afraid to scale because you see the fails. The next one, forget the donuts. They wear you down. And when you drop that thing about stop worrying about your feelings, I had these conversations all the time. If my daughters, for example, if they make, I said, nope, if I'm mad, I'm allowing you to get to make me mad. So I'm not going to be mad. So whatever's going on with you, you do you. I'm going to still stay where I am. So that was pretty, this is pretty good. Thank you.
Whoop, 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 whoop. All right. Thank you, Leo, for bringing it into the zone. And now we get to pass it on to the team captain, none other than Dr. Mark, the financial prophet, with a PROFINT. It is you, and that's it. Let's get it.
Thank you, Coach. This morning, I was going to say, Tawana, what you were going to say. but scaling your business, Coach said, something, in business, Coach, we said scaling. Most entrepreneurs and CEOs scale when their business is growing, not when it's dying. They know how to shift at the top, not at the bottom. So that's what I learned a long time ago. When you grow in your business, you got to shift now in the trend when you're growing, when the momentum going, because the ball keeps rolling, it's going to roll faster. But if you notice, he said an object at rest, it's hard to push an object at rest when it's sitting still. But if the ball is rolling, you just keep on pushing. Coaches, thank you for this morning. We are scaling when we're growing, not when we're dying, because we don't want to be a donut. I'm going all the way to the bank and have the MBA, a master bank account. Thank you, Coach, this morning. And congratulations on being platinum.
Whoop, whoop. Yes, sir. Thank you, Dr. Mark, for bringing it into the zone. And we got an outstretched hand. There's one of your own. And we're going to give it to her right now. None other than MBA, your insurance and tax pro. Mrs. Monique Pinkney, get it?
Good morning. Thank you so much, Coach. I really like the number 4, build a crazy quilt of partners, because I am a seamstress. So I've been sewing since I was 15. And I thought about a quilt has different colors, different sizes, different shapes, but guess what? They all fit together. And so when you're building that team, the goal is to have that thing fit together. And a piece might get loose. You might have to sew it back up, because if you let that piece get loose, some of the stuff is coming out. But anyway, I really like that. And then when you talked about, are your partners pulling you or pushing you to where you want to go? And that's a good sign to know if that partner is one that you need to let marinate or the one that you need to push with you and go forward. So thank you this morning, Coach, and congratulations. Platinum.
Woo, 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 woo. Thank you, Miss Monique Pinkney, your insurance and tax pro, for bringing it into the zone, man. That is some phenomenal stuff, and I can't just let it go like that. I mean, he just came with so many nuggets this morning. I'm talking about saying that you want to start every day with the success stories right here, everybody, right here. And what you're going through is not where you're going to. Always keep that in mind. With that being said, yeah, that is the anchor leg drop of the day. It is put down. Your notes are your spikes and your tennis shoes. So when y'all taking good notes, make sure you got your shoes on and ready to run. Let's make that business good and make it roll, make it go for you. All right? With that being said, I can't say anything else other than Uncle Jock, Thank you for kicking it off this morning with some courageous conversations. It was goody. And also, we gonna not be remiss if we don't mention the platinum man himself. We talking about everybody's coach that gave that master class of the day like no other, and he does it every day. So he don't let you down when he brings it to town. So y'all make sure y'all level up, because he's in town. He's in town. All right. Well, that being said, Miss Rita, we love you, and we out of here. I'm Troy Gandy, your index voice of inspiration, signing off from Good Morning Experts. Coach Erik, back to you.
Woo! Man. I'm telling you, Troy, you're dropping it. Y'all, man, this y'all just keep dropping bars and hits. Are y'all catching that? Woo!
You dropped it first. We just repeated it.
Oh, thank you.
It's in the notes. It's in the notes.
Yes, ma'am.
Monique was being teacher's pet and asked if we have homework inside the studio.
No, just show up. This AI class was not designed for homework. We did homework in class, right? We did homework in class. Somebody told me one time, if you're a good teacher, get it done in class. Why are you sending it home? My mentor said, man, I didn't pay you all this money to send the work home. That's you supposed to do that in the class. It's called, right? So we ain't doing homework this session. We will see you in class tonight, 7 o'clock. Get there inside the studio. If you haven't registered, it ain't too late. Go to 120 agency plan. Level up. It's going to be, y'all, all I'm going to say is I want to shout out Dr. Mary. She's in the squad. We got a squad. There is a committee for Level Up that's just doing some phenomenal things. And so these next couple of days, I'm just going to say, y'all, pray for me, right? Hope I don't lose no more hair. I can't afford to lose much more hair than I got. But if y'all see me in some sunglasses and some shades, y'all know I may stepped on a few landmines, right? So if I come in some shades, you know, like that, y'all know I didn't duck. I bobbed when I should have weaved. Okay, because I'm telling you, it's tight up in this place. I mean, it's level up is level up. Level up is, oh, yeah. Can I share, Uncle Jock, should I share the story, the Frank story?
Yeah, that was good.
All right. Let me tell you how much tension is in Level Up, okay? Let me tell you how much tension in Level Up has. So for some of y'all may know, we got Frank DeLeo, executive partner, $1 million earner in this company. He said, Erik, I'm coming to Level Up early. He was one of the first people to say, I'm coming to Level Up. I hear great things. One of his partners, Morrow, came last year, year before. And Morrow went back with good reviews. Now Frank's like, Erik, I got to be there. He text messaged me, I'm coming to Level Up. Cool, great. Put him on the flyer. Bam, let's do it. So for those who don't know, Frank DeLeo is the F and FML. So Morrow's been there, who's part of FML, and Frank now's coming. Let's go. They're not in my hierarchy. They're in Dr. Teresa's hierarchy. Dr. Teresa is part of their hierarchy. So, and some other people, some of y'all on the line might be part of it. But we got a quilt here. So I'm like, okay, cool, great. Put them on the flyer, let's go. Mary, yeah. So Mary starts the speakers group for Level Up. The Level Up speakers group. And Mary's like, and she puts everybody in the group. And there's a message coming through Frank. And before we can even get inside the group, a message came through says, hey, y'all, I'm not coming to this event, but I know y'all gonna have a great event, so I'm out. And then he just leaves. So he leaves the group. So Frank just leaves the group. Oh, we got somebody else I want to hear from too. So Frank leaves the group. And Mary's like, Erik, he just said that in front of the whole group. He could at least waited, but he did it in front of everybody. I'm like, you know what? This is Level Up, baby. This is our event. We rolling. So we redo the flyer, take them off. We had a nice flyer. We redo the flyer, take them off and rearrange it. No problem. Hey. Just redo the flyer to take them off. Go back to the old flyer when he wasn't on. We take them off. Boom, boom, boom. Not a problem. Okay, cool. Great. We down the road. We move. We posting the flyer. We down the road. We down. Now we getting the timing, the event schedule. And we don't know Jamie's coming yet, because Jamie still hadn't come in. He said, Eric, if y'all don't get a certain number, I haven't bought a ticket. That's all. I haven't bought a ticket to level up yet. So we're like, all right, if I got to take Jamie off the fly, I'm taking Jamie off the fly. I don't care. All right. We leveling up. So we started this thing without, and then Jamie was at our first level up. But we started this thing. We're going to level up. And he's always been to all of them. But if I know we growing. He's now CEO of AOG, co-CEO. We leveling up no matter what. Ain't nothing stopping me. Are y'all catching me? Nothing's even phasing my emotions. So I'm like, just keep it on the fly. You know, just keep Jamie on the fly. But now we're making a speaker list. Don't put him on the list. Okay, just don't put him on the list. We'll roll. We'll tell y'all later that Jamie ain't here. Right? Because we're going to level up. It's going to be so big, you ain't going to notice. Great. So we ain't got Frank, we ain't got Jamie. But we level up. Hey, we doing our thing. Let's roll. So we get an email early in the morning. Hey, Friday. Here's Jamie's schedule. Boom, boom, boom. He's going to be here. He got to be here this date. Da, 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 da. Okay. So now we got to go back and redo the schedule and put all the speakers that we down to the science. And now we got to put Jamie back in the schedule. Okay, cool. All right, redo everything, move people, shuffle people. Not a problem. Then a couple of people say, Eric, I can't be here on Sunday. So then we got to take him back Sunday, move some people around. I can't be here. Not a problem. Man, we done. Schedule set, done. This weekend, done. Not a problem. Keep smiling, keep moving. Monday, I get a text from Frank. Hey, brother, I haven't heard anything about level up. I mean, am I speaking or you speaking? I'm like, what? Are you speaking? What do you mean? Matter of fact, I'm gonna read. I gotta read. I can't make this one up. I'm like, are you speaking? He's texting me. He's like, hey, buddy, am I still speaking agenda for the event, your event? Mary shared a flyer that didn't have my picture. So I'm just confirming. That was Monday morning. I said, are you coming? We took you off. However, I would love to add you back on. He said, of course I'm coming. Who said I wasn't? I'm like, Dr. Mary said you left the speaker group and thought you wasn't coming. So then you said you wasn't. So I get Mary, said, let me just call him. So I go, Mary, Frank's coming. He's coming now? And then she's fired up. She's like, hold on. We just finished finalizing everything. Now we got to figure this thing out again. I said, man, he got to be on. You know, she's all she's in motion. Mary, don't worry about it. Let's call him. So, Frank, you coming? Yeah, bro. Who told you I wasn't coming? And Mary's like, you said it. He said, I said it. Yeah, you said it right here. I got the receipts. Just send me the receipt. So Mary screenshots it, sends it to him. He's like, got my name on it. You see a little image? You know, it was in the WhatsApp, so you know they got a little picture. You see the little image? He said, oh, can you blow that image up for me then? I see my name, but maybe I got a clone out there. So Mary blows the image up, and as she's blowing the image up with his picture, it's not Frank, it's Daniel 𝗱𝗱. She labeled the name wrong. Daniel 𝗱𝗱 ain't coming.
Oh.
Daniel's name was labeled as Frank. So when Daniel 𝗱𝗱 left, Mary thought Frank left because the picture was so small. She thought that was Frank. He said, yes, you and your fam, you and your family. Because Frank got a picture of him and his family, and Daniel got a picture of him and his family.
Aww.
Oh, that ain't your family. That ain't you. Like, woo, right? Like, good thing I finally said, man, I knew y'all was on point, but then y'all, my picture's off the flyer, and everybody said y'all do a great event, and now I haven't heard anything. Like, you know, we've been in the speakers group just rolling. Hey, man, we doing this. We get ready. Oh, goodness. I'm like, good thing you followed up, because we was like thinking you was not going to say, I would never do that to you. I would call you, bro. Why didn't you call me and tell me? I was like, nah, man, I thought you was like, the way you say, Mary said, the way you say job. I'm like, okay, we keep moving. No emotions. So anyway, that was just funny. But we do have somebody who's going to be coming. I want to give him some shout out. We got a few minutes. Did he stick around?
Yeah.
He's still here?
He's still there. Okay.
Well, I want to introduce y'all this superstar executive director out of the great state of Texas. That's about the only thing I can say is that the great state of Texas. Him and his wife are amazing. They're part of that. They're building a dynasty in Dallas. Just promoted a new executive director, none other than Rich Claypool. Are you there, brother?
Eric, we are on the way to the airport, buddy. We got.
I'm sorry, Monica. I didn't know you was there. Rich and Monica Claypool. Got to say them both properly.
Hey, listen, I was the one that photoshopped Frank because I get to hear him speak all the time. No, I'm just playing. You know, I told him, I said, you're not coming? We actually did that. I said, you ain't coming? He goes, yes, I'm coming. I'm like, all right. I thought you were coming to Maryland, but hey, literally, we are just pulling into the airport right now, Eric, but we are excited. I mean, we got like 12 of our teammates that we've never seen before. They're coming, they're bringing guests. We're definitely going to embrace the environment. We're going to level up. We're going to bring, the excitement, the energy, the culture. And I'm pumped up to spend some time with you and Dr. Mary and your team. And guys, let's not just sit on this opportunity. Let's take advantage of it. And I know my wife's telling me how to drive here. Just a second.
Plane, and we don't need to turn.
Hey, have you guys ever seen that video? It says, hey, once you got married, you had that little helper. That little helper's over here telling me how to drive. But hey, listen, we're very, very excited about being there. We're getting ready to park, and we're going to be coming to Maryland. We're actually landing this afternoon. Monica's never been to DC before. I actually worked in the Beltway back in 1987 and 1988, Eric. So it's been a minute. I actually had a full head of hair when I was working there. So we're going to take some of the sites, but most importantly, we're going to spend time with our team. We're looking to spend time with, Frankie and you guys, Aurelio, everybody that's coming, Raza and Rana. Hey, let's bring the fire. Let's bring the energy. And I'm going to cut off here so I can get into my parking place. And we guys will see you here on Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. And let's rock it.
Let's level up, guys.
Woo-hoo. Have a safe trip. Enjoy DC. Don't forget Monica. Let's go.
Yeah.
All right.
All right. With that being said, DJ, take us out like you always do.
Get your green sheets. Everybody get your green sheets. Get your green sheets. Everybody get your green sheets. Get your green sheets. Everybody get your green sheets. Get your green sheets. Everybody get your green sheets.
Been jamming lately? Has anybody noticed Gertie got a little extra step?
For real.
You try to slow it down at the end, Gertie, but we've been noticing you've been jamming lately. Just want to put it out there for you.
Dance off.